Hello students, welcome to Target AES. I hope you are having a wonderful day. Let us continue with the fresh chapter of fluid mechanics and hydraulic machinery, which is dimensional analysis. If you open Target AES hydraulic machinery book, last pages में आपको ये मिलेगा chapter dimensional analysis. So coming to the importance of dimensional analysis, even though it comes under fluid mechanics and hydraulic machinery, you can apply this dimensional analysis on almost all the subjects. Okay, especially in ESC, PSC 2 marks question and state PSCs. In lot of questions, there will be some questions like which of the formula is correct. Okay, which of the formula is correct. ये भी डायरेक्ट आता है, आप देख लो बहुत सारे in water resource engineering, which is the right formula, to find discharge, whatever. There are some simple questions like that. Okay, if you don't know, what you can do is you can just check the dimensions. Okay, LHS is equals to RHS कर लेंगे, and whatever of the four options is satisfying that, we will take it. In short, in small example, so your discharge is equals to AV, right? Q is equals to AV. So there will be four options. Let us say Q is equals to AV, Q is equals to A by V, Q is equals to AV square, uh, Q is equals to A square V. There could be four options like this, or it could be related to head loss. Head loss is equals to some formula. Okay, so like that you can have, or power is equals to WQH, any formula. If you don't know, okay, which one is correct, then what you can do, you can just check dimensions of it. Okay, यहाँ पे units बता दो discharge के मीटर क्यूब पर सेकेंड, area units meter square, velocity units meter per second. So what you are getting, meter cube per second. So blindly you will take first option is correct. See, I'm giving you a simple example. Exam में तो ये नहीं आएगा. So you will be getting some power is equals to WQH like that. Okay, you have to check the units, and whatever formula is accepting dimensionally, that will be correct most of the time. So just take it, you will be getting your marks. That's how we will be using dimension analysis in our examination point of view. But in reality, the purpose of dimension analysis is even more. See, sometimes when there is some physical phenomena going on, okay, physical phenomena मतलब कुछ बड़ी चीज नहीं है, everything is a physical phenomena only, right? So if a fluid is flowing, even that's a physical phenomena, right? So if we have lot of quantities involved in it, like velocity आ रहा है, acceleration आ रहा है, there are a lot of quantities involved in it, and you are difficult, and you are finding difficult to find empirical formula. Okay, you are finding difficult to find what is the relation between various quantities. Then what you can do, you can apply this concept of dimension analysis and find out formula also. Formula हम derive कर सकते हैं, हम derive करके बताएंगे आपको formula इसी चैप्टर में using Riley indical method. Okay, we will find out the formula also, something like this: velocity is equals to c under root k by rho. ये कैसे आ गया, we will derive it. Okay, dimensional analysis use करके formula भी पहचान सकते हैं. But in examination 2 marks, he will not tell you to find out the formula, obviously. So what he will do, he will just give some of the simple questions. What you can do is, if you know the formula, directly take it. If you don't know the formula, if you're getting confused, then check the dimensions and take the right answer. Okay, so that's the application of dimension analysis for us in exam point of view. But before that, see, just now I have done a small thing. Q is equals to A into V. Q I wrote meter cube per second, and area I wrote meter square, and velocity is meter per second. These are units, these are units, these are not dimensions. ठीक है, ये है मेरा यूनिट, SI यूनिट, MKS यूनिट, राइट, CGS यूनिट, foot pound system unit, right, foot pound second unit. So like this we have units, and then what you can do is, we can convert these units into dimensions. Okay, you can represent it dimensionally, right? So there are some standard dimensions, like mass को हम represent करते हैं m से, लेंथ को हम रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं एल से. सो दैट मीन्स यहाँ पे मीटर क्यूब पर सेकेंड, राइट? मीटर इज नथिंग बट लेंथ, सो इट विल बिकम एल क्यूब and divided by second. Second is represented by, it is nothing but time, right? Time is represented by t, so L cube by t. Dimensionally I can write my discharge as L cube t to the power of, if I am taking it up, it will be L cube into t to the power of minus 1. So this is my dimension of my discharge, whereas this is my unit, SI unit, and this is my dimension. I hope it is very clear, right? So coming to these dimensions, we can divide all the quantities. Okay, you might have read a lot of quantities so far, right? Like mass ho gaya, length ho gaya, time ho gaya, volume, area, velocity, viscosity. So what all terms you have read, we are calling them as quantities. Okay, so based on the dimensions, we are classifying this as fundamental dimension quantities and dependent dimension quantities. Okay, what am I classifying it as? Fundamental quantities and dependent quantities, or secondary quantities also you can call. Okay, so first आता है fundamental quantity, which has only one dimension. Only one dimension. For example, यहाँ से यहाँ तक you can see there is only one term involved. उसके बाद से जो भी है, even area, two terms are involved. L into L square आ रहा है ना, so it is also dependent. It depends on what? Area is dependent on its dimensions, on its length, right? I hope you are getting it. So what is happening, if there is any quantity which is dependent on any of this above, okay, it could be mass, length, time, electric current, temperature, amount of substance, luminous intensity, then we call them as dependent quantities. तो ये हो गया fundamental quantity or independent quantity, because it is independent, right? So if you are representing length, you will represent just as L. We will never represent L by T or LT to the power of -1. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. It is independent quantity. We have only one dimension in it, right? Very simple. So fundamental or independent quantity, and then we have dependent or secondary quantity. For example, discharge. अभी तो हमने देखा था discharge is equals to L cube T to the power of -1. So we have two different dimensions in this. So it is dependent on length as well as time. It is dependent on length as well as time. I hope you are getting it. So we are calling discharge as dependent quantity or secondary quantity. Okay, secondary quantity means it is derived from my primary quantity, which is nothing but my fundamental quantity or independent quantity. याद रखोगे? So here we have a table and you have to remember all this table. All the dimensions you should be perfectly remembering. All the dimensions you should be perfectly remembering. याद रख लोगे ना, कोई problem नहीं है. Like electric current, see, we won't be using electric current in our fluid mechanics. तो ऐसे आप ignore कर सकते हो, but remaining all amount of substance is also like mostly in chemistry we use it. We won't use much moles या इन आवर फ्लूइड मैकेनिक्स, तो आप ऐसे भी इग्नोर कर सकते हो. बट वेन एवर यू आर सीइंग एनी टर्म एंड यू सी लाइक you have read it before in fluid mechanics, all that units you should be perfect. Okay, let us see units of some important terms. You know what is the unit of density, right? Density unit generally you represent it as meter density, mass by volume, right? So mass you can represent it as capital M, right? Divided by volume you can represent as L cube. So m L to the power of -3, that will be dimensions of your density, right? So similarly dynamic viscosity का बता दो आप. Very important, give these two super important 5-star direct bits can be asked. So which is dimensional formula for our dynamic viscosity as well as kinetic viscosity? So kinetic viscosity you know very well, the units are meter square per second, right? So kinetic viscosity का क्या हो जाएगा? So L square T to the power of -1. Second is time. So sending it up, you will be getting L square T to the power of -1. Similarly, dynamic viscosity, Newton second per meter square, or you can write it as kg per meter second. ये भी लिख सकते हो ना आप. So what it is, kg is nothing but mass, capital M, divided by meter. Meter is nothing but length. Second is nothing but time. So M L to the power of -1, T to the power of -1. So that will be formula for your dynamic viscosity. दिख रहा है ना यहाँ पे? M L to the power of -1, T to the power of -1. Similarly, you have to remember all. For velocity, what it is? L T to the power of -1, right? Meter per second. Meter per second कैसे लिखोगे? L T to the power of -1. What will be acceleration? Meter per second square. So that is nothing but L T to the power of -2 meter per second square. So sending it up, what you will be getting? L second is nothing but time, so t to the power of -2. So similarly you should be aware of everything. So volume क्या हो जाएगा? Length cube, area length square and so on. Angular velocity क्या हो जाएगा? Radians per second. Radians का तो कोई dimension है ही नहीं है. So second if you are sending up, t to the power of minus 1. So all this what you have read so far in fluid mechanics, so all that you should be aware of. Momentum, so everything, mass into velocity, you can just write it. So what you will be getting, momentum is mass into velocity. So mass you can write m, velocity is lt to the power of minus 1. So that will be your dimension of your momentum. So easy, right? This is most important. This is most important. Force is nothing but mass into acceleration. So mass का हो गया m, acceleration का हो गया l t to the power of minus 2, right? We have just seen here l t to the power of minus 2. So my force formula is m l t to the power of minus 2. This is dimension of force. See why it is important? There are a lot of terms which we represent directly in terms of force. For example, pressure. Okay, pressure का क्या होता है? Force into force divided by area, right? Force divided by area. So force divided by L square or F L to the power of minus 2. See, sometimes instead of writing M in terms of M to the power of alpha, B to the power of beta, T to the power of gamma, what we also do is, instead of doing all this nonsense, we know what is force dimensions, right? M L T to the power of minus 2. In most of the books, what he will do is, the whatever quantities we are deriving from force, वो डायरेक्टली राइट इन टर्म्स ऑफ डायमेंशंस ऑफ फोर्स, एफ एल टू द पावर ऑफ माइनस 2 बोल के भी लिख देते हैं. यू शुड नॉट गेट कंफ्यूज. सर प्रेशर का तो यूनिट एम एल टू द पावर ऑफ माइनस 1 टी टू द पावर ऑफ माइनस 2 है सर, मैं यही लिखूंगा. या दिस इज व्हाट वी शुड राइट, दिस इज व्हाट इंटरनेशनली एक्सेप्टेड. बट इन मेनी प्लेसेस इंक्लूडिंग योर एग्जाम्स इट इज नॉट रॉन्ग इवन इफ ही इज राइटिंग in terms of other dimensions. Force into L to the power of minus 2, वो तो बोलेगा ये भी करेक्ट है. You can cross check. Force is nothing but units, you know, m l t to the power of minus 2 into L to the power of minus 2. So what you will be getting, m l to the power of minus 1 t to the power of minus 2. देख लो आप, compare कर लो, it is one and the same, right? It is giving you the dimension of pressure only. So we should be very clear here. We can write the dimensions of derived quantity in which we use force very often in terms of force itself. Okay, for example, power हो गया. Power, you know, force into velocity. So you can write f l t to the power of minus 1. So बात खत्म. Or you can also derive m l t to the power of minus 2, right? M l t to the power of minus 2 into l t to the power of minus 1. So you will be getting m L square t to the power of minus 3. So this will be form your dimension for your power. Okay, आप end product पे भी लिख सकते हो, or you can stop it here also. P is equals to FL t to the power of minus 1. See the dimensions in options and take the right dimension. अगर force में भी दे रहा है तो गलत नहीं है. I hope it is very clear. So be careful, take the right option. So similarly, specific enthalpy, specific entropy, specific heat, mostly if you are from mechanical engineering, then you will be using this also to yaad rakh lo. Specific enthalpy, specific entropy, specific heat, it is very easy, not at all a problem. So even for civil engineering students, I will explain you in just like 5 seconds. So just give me a second. What are dimensions for energy first of all? Energy or work done. Okay, energy and work done is one and the same. It is nothing but force into distance, right? Force into distance. So I can write m l to l into t to the power of minus 2 into l. So it will be m l square t to the power of minus 2. This is dimension for my energy or work done. So what is your specific enthalpy? It is nothing but work done per unit weight. Okay, or energy per unit weight. Energy per unit weight, it will be your specific enthalpy. So it is nothing but m l square t to the power of minus 2 divided by m. So this cancel, l square t to the power of minus 2 is your specific enthalpy. बात खत्म. Okay, बात खत्म. And specific entropy, same specific enthalpy per unit change in temperature, that is your specific enthalpy. So change in temperature, I am representing it as Kelvin, or you can represent it as theta. So L square t to the power of minus 2 theta to the power of minus 1. That is your specific entropy, and specific heat is also one and the same. Okay, the dimensions are one and the same. So In civil engineering we won't use any of these terms, so no need to worry. If you are from mechanical engineering you can correlate, or you already know better than me. Okay, so no need to worry much about this. So coming to dimension analysis, definition एक बार पढ़ लेना. The systematic procedure of identifying the variables in physical phenomena and correlating them to form set of dimensionless groups is called as dimension analysis. इतना कॉम्प्लेक्स डेफिनेशन में जाने की जरूरत नहीं है. So all what we do is LHS is equals to RHS, and we will see, we will find out what are the various quantities involved in a phenomena. Or I have told you what we do, we find out formulas also, empirical formulas which we don't know, using dimension analysis. In forming that, what we do is we form set of some dimensionless groups. Why we do it? Buckingham pi method में मैं आपको समझाऊंगा. Buckingham pi method. Okay, it is a very big method. When a physical phenomenon, lot of quantities are involved, we go for Buckingham pi method. Okay, but if there are only 3 or 4 quantities involved in a equation, we go for Rayleigh's indical method. So if there are 6-7 terms in a formula, very huge formula is required, then we can't use Rayleigh's method, lengthy ho jayega. Then we will go for Buckingham pi method. Then you will understand the definition of dimension analysis, why he wrote like this, why we are forming a set of dimensionless groups. But right now, even if I try to explain you will be just confused. Just leave it for now. Next is dimension homogeneity. Very simple. The dimensions, if you have a physical phenomena and you are writing it in the form of equation, then dimensions on your left hand side should be equals to dimensions on your right hand side. If it is satisfied, then we call it as dimensional homogeneity. For example, I am writing your equation S is equals to ut plus half at square. Check if it is dimensionally homogeneous or not. Okay, इसका तो हो गया डायमेंशन L. Vt का क्या हो जाएगा? L t to the power of minus 1 is V into time t. So plus of acceleration L t to the power of minus 2 into time t square, right? So what you are getting? Cancel, 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 cancel. So L, these coefficients are not needed in dimension analysis. So never consider coefficients. So what you are getting, on the left side you have L, and on the right side also we are getting L only. All the other dimensions are gone. So I am getting L. I hope it is very clear, right? So your dimensionally homogeneous equation है ये. Okay, I hope it is very clear, right? याद रखोगे. Next we will come to this Rayleigh's indical method as well as Buckingham pi method at the ending. No need to worry. But before that, we have some important concepts to deal. Okay, so in examination no one is going to tell you to derive a formula, because even in GATE or ESC, what you will be getting, you will be getting questions and you have to tick one of the option, right? तो formula derive करने की तो बात ही नहीं होती है. So no need to worry, we'll come to this at the end. But there could be one question which can be asked for Buckingham pi method, which is number of dimensionless terms in physical phenomena. Okay, that is only one small formula, n minus m. Only what is that n minus m, I will explain you after the class. Okay, in last 5 minutes. So only that can be asked in your state PSCs for 1 mark from this Buckingham pi method and Rayleigh's method, which is number of non-dimensional terms involved in a physical quantity. So we'll see that also. But before that, we have to deal with some important concepts which will be repeating in your examinations. Okay, so first we are saying is similitude. Similitude is nothing but similarity. ओके, नाम ही कह रहा है सिमिलिट्यूड, सिमिलैरिटी. सिमिलैरिटी बिटवीन व्हाट? सिमिलैरिटी बिटवीन माय प्रोटोटाइप एंड मॉडल. ओके, सिमिलैरिटी बिटवीन माय प्रोटोटाइप and model. Remember these two terms, very important. So prototype is actually the real actual size project. Okay, so for example dam हो गया, so the original dam I am calling it as prototype. और कार हो गया. ओके, यू आर डिजाइनिंग अ कार. सो पहले एक छोटा का कार बना लोगे ना, सो एक छोटा सा कार बना लोगे. So maybe a food or 3D printing, you will just see whether the car is looking good or not. Okay, whatever, and then as per that you will develop a real car, right? सीधा real car नहीं डाल दोगे ना, so as per that ये उतार दोगे. So whatever you are doing just for experimental purpose, we call it as model. Okay, and then we have, based on that, we'll build a real project which we are calling prototype. I hope it is very clear, right? So the real dam you are constructing is a prototype, but before constructing a dam, obviously you will create some miniature dam, right? So if you will just see, you will construct a miniature dam and study what are the various forces being involved. Original dam पे तो आप direct study नहीं कर पाओगे, right? It is not practical. So directly constructing prototype and studying about it is not practical. First we will study model, then we will develop model, and based on that we will be developing our prototype. I hope it is very clear. So here there are two important things which you should remember. One is prototype, which is real object, and then we have model. Okay, now it comes very important thing. So many people, what they think is prototype is always big, the actual size product is actual prototype is actually big, and model is always small. But this is a wrong conception. Sometimes our model will be bigger than prototype. For example, if you are studying an object which is already very small, okay, आंख को ही नहीं दिखाई दे रहा है, लाइक काफी छोटा सा है, देन उसका मिनिएचर बना के क्या फायदा? इफ यू वांट टू स्टडी फोर्सेस इन इट, ऑब्वियसली यू हैव टू कंस्ट्रक्ट अ बिगर मॉडल ऑफ इट. फॉर एग्जांपल, इफ यू आर स्टडीइंग व्हाट आर द फोर्सेस पासिंग थ्रू अ नोजल, ओके, एक छोटा सा नोजल है, एंड यू आर स्टडीइंग व्हाट आर द फोर्सेस व्हेन फ्लूइड इज पासिंग थ्रू दैट नोजल. What is the change in fluid properties when it is passing through nozzle? It is not practical. So what you do? You will construct a bigger nozzle and you will study that same phenomena in it. I hope it is very clear. यहाँ पे प्रोटोटाइप कौन सा है? A वाला प्रोटोटाइप है. This is my prototype. The smaller one is prototype and my bigger one is model. Okay. So it could be vice versa. Sometimes prototype will be big. Sometimes your model will be big, depending upon project you are dealing. I hope it is very clear. But in most of the cases, obviously, your prototype is big, the actual size is big, and your model will be small. I hope it is very clear for you. याद रखोगे. Now coming to the similarity, there are three types of similarities. One is geometrical similarity, kinetic similarity, and dynamic similarity. So three important terms: geometric, kinetic, and dynamic. So geometrical similarity, name itself says dimensionally if they are similar. For example, you have a cube, let us say 8, 8, and this is 8. Okay, 8 units, 8 units, 8 units. This is my prototype. Okay, so I have a model 2, 2, 2. Okay, so what is happening here? Your length of model divided by length of prototype is equals to here breadth of your model divided by breadth of your prototype is equals to your thickness or height of your model divided by your thickness of your prototype. Agreed or not? 2 by 8 is equals to 2 by 8 is equals to 2 by 8. You will be getting 1 by 4 is equals to 1 by 4 is equals to 1 by 4. Agreed or not? So if it is like this, then we call it as geometrically similar. If the dimensions are proportion, okay, your length dimensions, breadth dimensions, thickness dimensions are in proportion for both model and prototype, then we are calling it as geometrically similar. ये क्या है? Exactly geometrically similar है. Instead, if I had something like this, if my model is something like this, okay, so 2, 2, but this is 4. Will it be geometrically similar to this? No, right? अगर आप इसी को magnify करोगे, then you will not be getting 888. You will be getting some 88, and here you will be getting some 4 into cube, 4 cubes. You will be getting some 64. You will not get the right thing, right? So I hope you are getting it. So what is happening here? To get dimensionally similar, it should be in these proportions. Your length of model divided by length of prototype should be equal to breadth of model divided by breadth of prototype should be equal to thickness of model divided by thickness of prototype. So this I can write it as length scale ratio also. ये जो LM by LP है, LM by LP, this term, I will not represent always keep on writing LM by LP, LM by LP. What I can do is I can just write it as LR, which represents length scale ratio. Okay, nothing to write, it is already given below. No need to worry at all. Okay. So similarly, remember this. So Lm by Lp is equals to Bm by Bp is equals to Tm by Tp is equals to Lr, right? Similarly, what will be Am by Ap? Am by Ap, ये important है. Am by Ap क्या हो जाएगा? See, Am I can write it as length of model into breadth of model. Ap I can write it as length of prototype into breadth of prototype, right? So I have told you earlier, Lm by Lp I can write it as Lr, Bm by Bp I can write it as Lr. Agreed or not? So this is nothing but Lr by Lr into Lr, Lr square. So my area ratio is nothing but I can write it as my length ratio ka square when it comes to geometrically similar objects. Similarly, volume I can write it as Lr cube, length scale factor or model ratio ka cube. Done. Next is kinetically similar. Okay, name itself is saying kinetically means velocity should be similar, right? So whenever a fluid is passing through your model and prototype, okay, to call it as kinetically similar, what should happen? Your velocity and acceleration should be similar in your model as well as prototype. Okay, if you are taking some point on your model and prototype, for example, you are considering this is a point on your prototype, and similarly I am taking a exact point, यहाँ पे ले रहे हो ना, तो यहाँ पे. So in your model and prototype you are selecting some points, and on that point you will be seeing what is the velocity of flow. Okay, your velocity of flow should be in a fixed proportion, again similar to that of geometrical similarity. So velocity at that point on a model divided by velocity at that point on prototype, and if you are taking some other point on model and prototype, then at the same point on model and on prototype it should be in a same proportion. I hope it is very clear. So this is your kinetic similarity, and I hope you will not forget it. Okay, so there is one condition to get this kinetic similarity. Kinetically similar bodies तभी होंगे when they are geometrically similar. Remember, the velocities will be in a proportion, or acceleration will be in a proportion only when the dimensions are in proportion. Common sense की बात है. So for this, geometrical similarity is mandatory. Similarly, dynamic similarity. Dynamic similarity deals with forces. The forces are at a fixed point. The forces in your model and prototype are proportional. So for this to happen, the velocity of flow at fixed point should be proportional, as well as dimensions should be proportional. That means for this thing to happen, for objects to be dynamically similar, it can be only possible when it is kinetically similar as well as geometrically similar. So if an object is kinetically similar, then that means blindly it is geometrically similar also. If an object is dynamically similar, then that means it is kinetically similar as well as geometrical similar also. अगर geometrical similarity नहीं है तो kinetic similarity नहीं आएगी, dynamic similarity भी नहीं आएगी. Done? I hope you will remember this. So this is our dimensional dynamic similarity, very important. Remember, when it comes to kinetic similarity, not only the forces will be in proportion, but also they should be in a same direction. Okay, direction of flow should also be same in both model and prototype. And this dynamic similarity is quite big. यहाँ पे खत्म नहीं होता है. So based on this, we have to derive so many things. Okay, our next entire model will be depending on our dynamic similarity, and this is the most important similarity. Okay, from here only a question comes. If there is one question which comes from dimensional analysis, that will be from dynamic similarity. If there are two questions, one question will be from dynamic similarity, and the other question will be from something of the basic. What is the dimension of so and so quantity? You can derive and tick the right answer, or you can remember this page and tick the right answer. Okay, have a nice day. See you in second module of dimensional analysis.